Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
In the weather world, we started with fog, dense fog in Washington County today. Believe it or not, this is video in St. George, and you can barely make out the headlights of the cars. We also saw that fog becoming more widespread in Kanab. Judy shared this with us, and it's not a surprise. Recent moisture lended itself to that fog, and we have moisture out there tonight. As we zoom in and take a look, I have to show you, we are seeing some thicker fog up towards Richmond and in Cache Valley. We expect this to dissipate into the early morning hours as moisture moves in from the west, and we could see some fog popping back up in southern Utah. Satellite radar shows that area of high pressure cloud cover has increased in the last few hours. We put this into motion, and there are the showers that we're talking about in the south. There's our cold front. It is bringing wet weather into Elko. Give it about 6 hours. It will move into Utah, and we are going to see widespread showers as a result of this incoming winter storm. It's going to move through fairly quickly. The mountains will pick up snow, and gosh, they'll look even more beautiful. Chris Williams catching this drone video of today. That small area of high pressure was stunning, and we're going to add to that snow in the high country. Thank you, Chris, for sharing that. Topped out at 49 in Salt Lake. That is 10 degrees above where we typically are this time of year. 40 in Logan, 45 in Provo. Vernal in the upper 40s hit 50, and Moab and 52 in St. George, where showers have remained tonight. So it's a bit unsettled in the south, but it's going to become soggier throughout the entire state. And for your morning commute in the north, upper level futurecast shows us the system that's dipping in. This one from the Pacific Northwest, so it's a little colder. That's why northern Utah has the chance of getting that moisture. It's going to move out of here and dwindle by Thursday evening. Slight chance with our northwest flow that we see some mountain showers holding on Friday morning, and that's before high pressure takes over, not just for Utah, but for the entire western United States. This means haze will build because high pressure this time of year does allow for inversion conditions to set up, so we could see a decline in air quality. I will keep you forewarned as that develops. As we look at these winter alerts, they're going into effect at the top of the hour at 11 o'clock for all of the mountains throughout the state. Northern, central, and southern Utah mountains expecting wintry travel and accumulation. The Tushers could get up to a foot, and expecting 6 to 12 for the northern mountains. Forewarned Futurecast times this out for you so you know what to expect. Here we are just after midnight, and we get that rain and snow moving in for the mountains. The snow level will be dropping. Wet weather in the West Desert and extending all the way down to Beaver and Cedar City. As we put this into motion, you can see that wet weather sets up for a soggy morning commute for the Wasatch Front and on I-15 as far south as St. George. Yeah, wet weather will be out there, and we know places like Cove Fort could maybe see that snow. So slushy conditions and road snow from Ogden to Cache Valley expected. So give yourself a little bit of time. Even if the roads are just wet, it does look a little messy. As we get towards lunchtime, eastern Utah gets in on the action. Snow continues in the mountains. It will be wet weather in the north, and notice how central and southern Utah get pretty active. We watch by 3 p.m. how mountain snow holds steady and some showers really start to take over the Wasatch Front with that northwest flow. We jump down south and we watch as that moisture exits out of the Four Corners area, and we have the slight chance with northwesterly flow to hold on some mountain showers in the north. But as we roll into our Friday, quieter conditions after that storm, and high pressure starts to take over. The reason we're going to see a wintry mix in some of our valleys or just straight rain is because of the falling snow levels. Tonight at the benches, getting to 4,800 feet by tomorrow morning. Below that will likely be rain, but falling to 4,300 feet by the afternoon and evening, meaning mixed precipitation and slushy conditions, especially for Wasatch Front benches, are expected. The snow level falls to the valley floor by Friday morning. We could just be out of moisture, or you could see a snow shower. Slushy conditions in yellow here expected for the benches, as well as road snow from Ogden all the way up to the state line. How much? Okay, it's an interesting storm. It comes through pretty quickly, and we do have warmer air in place. Anywhere from rain to 2 inches for our valleys. The benches will be rain or trace to 3 inches. Mountain valleys at 2 to 4, but a healthy dose for mountains throughout the state, which we desperately need and want, especially in central and southern Utah. Temperatures tomorrow in the 30s and 40s. It's going to be messy as we roll into our Thursday, but you know what? We can all be messy at times. We'll get through it. 30s and 40s on the eastern side of the state, 52 in St. George. As you take a look at the next 7 days in Washington County, scattered rain showers in the south with a warming trend to follow. Wasatch Front has a sloppy Thursday, quieter Friday, high pressure building, and the haze does too with a quieter pattern. Hopefully we don't stay quiet. Temperatures running slightly above average with the 40s for the next 7 days.
It's a little warm. It's a little warm.
I mean, it's going to be rain, snow, a little bit of everything tomorrow.
Okay.
A little sloppy.
You know the magic of Alana? When you were doing your forecast, Dana said, I wonder how many inches we're going to get in the valleys. And
Literally
immediately you said, about 2 inches of snow in the valleys.
You asked because I deliver. I tell you what, I also said we could all be messy at times, so don't blame the storm.